Hello, got another good video to good content. Anyway, I went to Walmart because, as you guys know, I do a lot of baking. I bake chocolate chip cookies, I can bake pumpkin pie, and I do cook. I cook my own food. I got that from my mother because my mother was a really good cook. So I usually buy the organic flour to make my chocolate chip cookies from Mother's Market in Laguna Woods. Well, they hadn't had it in stock, and so I was looking for it at other places, and I found it at Walmart.com. So, mind you, I had to order it online and pick it up at the store, but I had to do curbside pickup, which I didn't understand. I didn't understand why I had it, because I ordered some chocolate chips from them, and those were shipped to me, but they wouldn't ship the flour. Maybe it's because, I don't know, maybe the flour's delicate and it, you know, they can tear the packages. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know, because I don't normally shop at Walmart, but when I can't get a certain item, I will shop at Walmart. So anyway, I did the online order. I ordered 3 5-pound bags of organic flour. I had to pick it up at the store, but I had to do curbside pickup, which I didn't want to do because you have to add the app. You know, like most places, you pull up there and you call the number and they come out. But according to this purchase, which I had to purchase it online, I had to do curbside pickup. So I end up going in the store, do the order that says it's ready, blah, blah, blah. So I go in the store and I don't know where, there's no sign saying where in-store pickup is. So I went customer service, waited in line, talked to the guy, and he goes, I'll show you. He goes, you don't know where it's at? And I said, no. I said, I looked and I didn't see any signs. So he leads me over a couple sections up in the store. There's no sign, there's no nothing. There's this huge, and everything is, you know, behind a wall. And there's just this little opening. And so I said, oh, wow. I said, this is it. And he said, yeah. He said, you just need to give him your scan code, or the code. And so the woman walks in there and she goes, are you here to pick up an order? No, I'm here to just spy on you, lady. What do you think I mean, there was another lady behind me and she asked her the same question. I'm like, how about we start out with the last name? And so I said, I've got the scan code here, the scan, you know. She says, oh, I just need to know your last name. So I tell her my last name and I tell her my first name. And so then she says, Thomas Edwards. And I said, because she's looking at her little phone thing. And I'm like, no, it's Thomas Williamson. And so she goes, then she said it again, Thomas Edwards. And I said, I have the scan code here. I said, why don't you just scan it? I said, it'll probably pop up. She goes, well, do you have an order number? Like I said, why does it say to bring in your phone or to show this code if you're not really doing this? Maybe it's not, maybe you didn't learn it. I don't know. But you're not finding my order. So then she says, oh, Thomas Williamson. Oh, here it is, right here. She goes, did you bring your own bag? And mind you, yes, I brought my own bag. So she comes over, grabs the bag. When she's talking to me, she's probably about 15 feet from me. So she grabs my bag, goes over and puts it in there. And granted, they weren't in any kind of bag. They were just in the flour bag and all this other stuff. So she puts it in there. And she puts a sticker on top of it saying that it was a not scheduled pickup. And she said, that's your receipt. And I said, okay. So as you know, at Walmart, they have the old man sitting at the door checking your receipts. So and this guy he's an older Asian man, and he's about as happy doing this job as he would be, sitting at the pool drinking a margarita or a Mai Tai, I guess you would say. He wouldn't be any happier doing that, but he just is not a happy person. So I just point to the inside of the bag and I have it down because he's sitting on a stool. So I look at it and I said, that's what my receipt is. And he's grumbling something else. And I just thought, I'm not going to deal with this part either, because you don't have signs on your package pickup. You don't have literate people working here. And granted, I don't know his situation, but I don't care at this point. I just want to get out of the store. And he's grumbling something, and I just said, I looked at him and I said, I'm out of here. So I went home and I freeze my flour after I get it. I put it in the freezer. I think it stays fresher, and I think it kills anything that's in the flour that might be like mites, because it's organic flour. So I come home, I'm putting it in my garage refrigerator, and I put the first bag in, everything's good. I pull up the third bag that's in the bottom. Flour comes out the bottom. I'm just like, really? So I had to go back to Walmart. So I went back to Walmart with my bag of flour that's open on the bottom. And there was probably 15 people in customer service. So I thought, I'm gonna go back to even see if they have it in stock. So I go back to the aisle and I see the brand, but I don't see the organic flour. So there's a girl working, stocking the thing. And she has one of those things that says, how can I help you? So on the back of her little vest that she wears, the Walmart ones. So I ask her, and I show her the flour, and she scans it. And I said, do you have any more? I don't see this out here. She says, well, if it's not over there, we don't have it in stock. So mind you, she had scanned it and it said that they had it in stock. And I said, well, how do I get more of it if it says you have it in stock? And she said, well, that would be in the back. And I said, okay, is this the kind of thing where I'm treated like with self-checkout that I have to go get it because it's in the back? I mean, this is how stupid this is. I mean, it's just so ridiculous what kind of employees are out there. So I said, well, can you go get it out of the back? And she said, if it's not out here, sir, I can't leave my post. I have to do this. And I'm like, okay, you gave me a bag of flour that was open, and I didn't know it because I saw her, she was like behind a partition, the woman that put it in the bag. And I don't know, I didn't see, but maybe it was damaged when she put it in there, and then I go to pull it out and it leaks. So I said to her, okay, so I can't get any more of this flour, even though you have it in stock. And she goes, yeah, you'll have to go to customer service. They'll have to help you on this one, sir. So I go up to customer service, and luckily the time I spent back there wasting trying to get this girl to get me another bag of flour, because all I would have done was take the bag of flour, went up to customer service and had them exchange it out. But that's too easy. So I go up to customer service, and luckily at that time that there was one other person ahead of me. There wasn't 15 people like when I came in there, so they got through customer service pretty quick. But I spent quite a bit of time talking to this lady trying to get another bag of flour. So the woman, I said, do you have this in stock? I said, the girl that was in the aisle, she said you had it in stock, and then she said, well, it'd be in the back, and I'm just like, oh, do I need to go get it? And so she scanned it again, and it came up that they didn't have any in stock. And I'm just like, she goes, you bought this online? She goes, I can't believe that they would even put this in. She goes, because it's leaking all over my countertop. And I said, yeah, that's my whole point. I said, I brought my own bag because I didn't want to pay for a bag, and I didn't want to do the curbside pickup. And I said, that was a big hassle. And she looks right at me and square in the eye, and she goes, isn't it funny that they don't have a sign back there to where it says in-store pickup? And I said, yeah, it is. I said, that was a hassle to try to, but she said, sorry about that. She goes, yeah, we don't have it in stock. And I said, well, can you tell me if any of the stores have it? Because I go buy it there. And she said, no, unfortunately, it doesn't show that the other stores have it. So sorry about that. And she was very knowledgeable, but she was also an older Hispanic or Mexican lady that, you know, really enjoyed her job and does her job right. So anyway, I don't know if you've ever had this kind of treatment when you go into a store. It's like the employees don't even know where stuff is. They don't know where, I mean, yeah, one in three people you probably run into in those stores know where stuff's at, but it's just funny how they're all trained on scripts. They don't know how to think outside the box. And I mean, why couldn't she go back? I mean, she has to stay in the aisle to stock stuff, which I understand, but if they don't have something in the aisle, she's the one that's stocking it. So wouldn't it make sense that she could be able to go back into the back room and get the stuff and then put more out so they could sell more? I mean, that's just common sense for me. I don't know, maybe I'm just being too picky at this point, but let me know in the comments if you've ever had this type of situation. Like and subscribe if you like my content, and I will see you on the next one.